Hi guys, welcome to my channel. This is going to be a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, my messages are timeless, so when you see them is when you're meant to hear them. Please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Also, please don't forget to hit the post notification bell so you can get alerts when my videos are posted. Pisces, if you're new to my platform, welcome. Please hit that subscription button. It would totally mean the world to me. Happy March, everyone. For all the Pisces whose birthday is today, happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. All right, happy birthday, Pisces. I love that. For those of you who celebrate, or for those of you who don't, celebrating your life, celebrating the time you made it. That is a celebration. So happy birthday, happy solar return to you. It is officially Ramadan now, which confused me a little bit because Ramadan has been in April, but we do what we need to do, and I love when Ramadan comes because it's like a reset, and I love that. So we have, O Cosmic Creator, Source of all life and light, you are my shepherd, guiding me through every valley, every shadow. I lack nothing, for you lead me beside the still waters and restore my soul. In your presence I find peace and strength, for you are with me always. Your rod and staff comfort me, and your love prepares a path before me, even in the face of adversity. Grant me the serenity to embrace what I cannot change, the courage to change what is within my power, and the wisdom to discern the difference. As I walk each day in faith in the presence of your infinite grace, I am unafraid. For your kingdom flows through me as it does all creation. With deep gratitude, I give thanks for the miracles already set in motion in my life. Shift what must be shifted, move what needs to be moved, and illuminate my path with your divine light. Align my heart, my actions, and my soul with your will, for I know you have already provided the strength, guidance, and blessings that I need. I release all fear, and I surrender fully to your higher wisdom. May your goodness and mercy follow me all the days of my life as I dwell in your sacred presence, now and forever. Divine source of all abundance, today I come before you with gratitude for every blessing I have received. I humbly ask you to open doors to new financial opportunities in my life. Guide me towards paths that align with my purpose and bring financial growth, stability, and security. Help me to release any fear, limitations, or doubt that may be holding me back from receiving the abundance you have for me. May my finances flourish in ways that allow me to share, uplift, and contribute to those around me. Let my success be a source of inspiration and support for others, so we all may rise together in prosperity and peace. For the collective, I pray that every person experiencing financial hardship feels your love and support. Open doors for them, remove any blockages, and fill their lives with hope, faith, and opportunity. May we all receive the resources that we need to thrive, knowing we are guided and protected by your grace. Thank you for your endless abundance and providing for us in every way. Amen. All right, so what that is a prayer for abundance and collective prosperity. All right, the first thing is the prayer for divine alignment, and how it got to that for the second prayer. I don't know, because normally I say the first one and it stays on that video. But what I noticed was over the weekend there was another shift. Something happened because the first thing that threw me was my McDonald's app, because I normally get a drink, but then the funny part is I have forgot, because I have been out. Mind you, it hasn't even been hard to be fasting. So I have forgotten. Mind you, I'm just doing this because, like a little light spa treatment to myself, right? It's frozen, so y'all know. Never mind me. Just killing two birds with one stone. Um, all right, so my McDonald's app kicked me out of my phone, which was weird because why? But it was basically making sure that I didn't eat nothing, because I had just, was thinking, oh, I need a drink. It kicked me out. I went on about my business. I reloaded it, but then um, during the rest of the day, I was reminded you're fasting, so you don't need um, you can't have a drink, right? All right. So by the time it was time to break the fast, I wasn't even ready to even break the fast. So, because I was still, I don't know why, it just didn't, you know. Anyway, so when I went to go check my email, is when I realized, hold on, something changed. So the McDonald's thing didn't really throw me off the most. It was the fact that my email now has changed. The wording of it looks different, the shifting of it. So I don't know if Google did an update or something, but either way, um, shift what must be shifted and move what needs to be moved. So shit is shifting and moving, okay, in ways where I'm confused a little bit because what the fuck is happening around here. All right, so the next thing that happened was in the middle of the night. I wake up like grumpy grandpa, you know, and I'm like, fucking fed up with every fucking thing because, oh, excuse me, I said I wasn't cussing. So let me watch my mouth because that's one of the things I said I was going to do. I'm going to stop cussing because, some words might come and, y'all might still get these cuss words, but I'm going to try that. You know, God knows my heart. So I'm going to do as well as I possibly can. All right. So there's that. Um, So in the middle of the night, it's a lot of stuff happening. Mind you, I don't like for a whole lot of stuff to be happening and movement around me in the middle of the night because it disturbs me. Because I don't like people moving around me. I like for it to be silent. Okay. So anyway, the first thing that happens is my son's car sounds. I mean, my son's friend's car sounds like something's wrong with the muffler or something. But meanwhile, this is what these kids be doing. So that's the first thing that woke me up. After that, it was just even when I got online with y'all, it was just one thing behind the other because even my phone was chiming real weird with stuff that I'm like, when did that start going off on my phone? So something has changed, mind you. I don't know whether or not y'all noticed it or not, but this is the message. Pisces, have you noticed this yet? Have you noticed there's a slight change in some of the stuff that's happening with y'all? There has been some people in the system that should not be in the system, right? Because other people are telling me that they noticed the change in their services. Their insurance, has changed. There's a lot of stuff that seems like it has been tampered with lately. Um, my aunt, I was talking to her, and she was telling me how she was in the somewhere talking to a lady. Oh, the lady was trying to get her prescriptions, and an old lady was in there saying that her prescriptions for her and her husband used to be this, but somehow since the tampering behind the scenes in the system. Good morning, beautiful Aaron. Love you. Good morning, Miss Kelly. Hey y'all, and period, Miss Kelly. Um, there's been a lot of changes, a lot of discrepancies happening. I mean, is it bad that old people can't get their medication right now? Because I think that's bad. I'm confused. All right. Is it bad that people are noticing shifts? Like, it's a couple of things that happen, and it's almost like if you were asleep, then you probably didn't even notice because it happened when we were sleeping. Like, somehow, when you go to bed, you wake up and something is different. And before, maybe we didn't notice it as easily when you were, thank you, Miss Kelly. Maybe you didn't notice it as easily when you were not so aware and awake and not paying attention because there has been slight changes in the system. Um, I mean, I'm gonna say forever. But I kept saying I have been waking up. I've never woken up so many times to things being different, as drastically different as they are. So have you noticed any shifts yet around you? Because being spiritual people, you should be very much sensitive to the shifts that have been happening. Also, the thing that is getting me is how easily the energy is slipping and sliding. Because even this morning, right? I laid there and I was thinking, I don't really feel like I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it, and I don't feel like it, and and then I had to have a pep talk with myself, because remember I told y'all, I said, "Are you checking in with yourself?" I checked in with myself, right? And I said, "Self," and self said, "Huh? Are you okay?" Because you're a morning person, right? That means right now somebody's in your energy that is not a morning person. And they hate to see your ass coming because you be happy as fuck in the morning. Oh, see what I'm saying? I'll be happy. Right? So what is happening in this realm? Well, apparently we're about to find out, because it's a lot of stuff that is different, like I said. Now, I don't know who is behind the scenes trying to program the system, little bits at a little increments at a time. But the fact that they're trying to program the system little increments at a time, and we're noticing that they're programming the system little increments at a time, is not helping them. Because when they want to be able to control the masses and keep everybody asleep, I can't have y'all noticing that the shit is happening. Forgive me. Um, Again, I'm trying, y'all. Astaghfirullah. Okay. So I can't have you noticing that the shifts are happening, but we're noticing that the shifts are happening because, it could go down in the system as, an update or upgrade, but I didn't update or upgrade nothing. I got kicked out of the system. That's how I knew something wasn't right. It's been on my phone the whole entire time. It didn't ask me what it normally would ask me. Then when I go to another system, it's something's not right. Okay, and so now we have an issue, right? And spiritually, it could be an issue or not. I'm gonna go, put my cucumber back into the system, because I think into the freezer. I think it did its job. But we could have a problem or not. But the word on the street is 21 people quit, right? 21 people quit because what they said was they are not going to do harmful, malicious things behind the scenes that could cripple the system, right? That's what was that. Meaning, some people have some morals and some values. Okay? And so when people that have morals and values take a stance and they say, I'm not going to do certain things that could harm the system, right? Some people better take notice, because the fact that they're even saying that, make a protection amulet out of a computer chip and put a ghost into the chip by placing it on your altar. Oh, I'm glad you said that, because amulets was important. But I'm gonna tell y'all how they said it, and I don't know. Like it seems like the old customs and the old ways of doing stuff is over and done with. But last night in my dreams, when I woke up, last night when I was woke, I was being talked to about protection spells, right? Protection. It was the amulets, and so one they was talking about the pentagraph, the pentacle, but then it was talking about also the ankh, right? Then it was the seal of Solomon. All right, so the thing was, remember in old times when they would do, because people who are followed Solomon, they normally wear like this coin or something that, around that signet ring, whatever that sigil is on his signet ring, around their neck. But the thing was, they were showing me was it was smelted. Like, you know how you do gold, like it has to be pure gold, and then that that image pressed into the gold. That's the way it was supposed to be done. I'm aware of the people around me. That's the thing. I'm also a demand. Make it make sense. Yeah, make it make sense. But even if it don't make sense, remember, Miss Kelly, we still gonna step outside on faith, knowing that it don't make sense, but it's still real. So when the AI scans you, the chip you empowered will stop the scan. Solomon trapped a genie in a ruby. Well, Solomon had control over all of the jinn, right? And this is the thing that I have also been having an issue with, because we're talking about, have you noticed this yet? The jinn is running rampant. Mind you, it's almost like, ha ha, nanny nanny boo boo, I can't feel you. You see what I'm saying? Whereas every religion talks about these entities or these energies, but you don't get taught that as a child. It's like, oh, you rub the magic lamp and the genie appears. Not realizing, have y'all ever noticed that most of the genie, most of the jinn, it's always a backhanded something? Have y'all ever noticed that? And so there's a thing. When there's always a little bit of truth in a lie, and there could always be a little bit of lie in the truth, because as one exists, so does the other. And we have to be mindful. Um, a lot of things that happen are designed to happen the way that they happening. I'm still deciding though. Aaron, yes. Because and it's also like deciphering the situation. But have y'all noticed the change? Have y'all noticed the glitch? Please hit the like button, y'all. So whatever is happening behind the scenes, what is, oh, it's March the 3rd. Also, I noticed, hey WM, good morning. A sleepaway camp in my dream. And period. I like that. For everybody. Let's see. Especially if it was a good sleepaway camp. If it was one of them camps they trying to send people to, we ain't got time for that. But definitely love the. Okay, I don't know what's up with the pens, but because it don't want me to write the date, and so that's the thing. Um, but it's the seals that happen. So the genie. I want to make you, rich, right? I wanna be rich. Because that's what I keep hearing. Everybody feels like the problem is that they don't have enough money. But mind you, the song that I've been listening to is "I'm Richer Than I've Ever Been." Because it basically goes into, it don't have to be about money or monetary things, and Twitch just shut down. It don't always have to be about the monetary of a thing. It don't have to be about it, well, it is, because the laws of the land. The laws of the land require that you be financially stable, or financially you want to be financially independent and financially free. But it's all basically saying, like, it's a mindset. Um, you already have it, because I'm richer than I've ever been. But also, I see everything working out behind the systems. There was something that I paid yesterday, right? And I know something's off with the system, because it said it was basically 100% up to date, when I know it wasn't. So who paid the last payment? Either way, don't look a gift horse in the mouth. Whatever happened with the glitch in the system, it looks like it wiped something away that I know was there. But when they figure out whatever the glitch that happened, it may come back. But mind you, I literally just saw with my own two eyes some debt get wiped away. Who's tampering behind the scenes in the system, but I ain't got nothing to say. All I know is something has transpired and something is taking place. Have y'all noticed it? What are the things that y'all have been noticing spiritually that is happening around you? Because I've been saying, um, a lot of people keep saying they have nightmares. I don't have nightmares. Even the other day, I had a dream that somebody killed my child. Mind you, the child was not my child. The child was about 9 years old, and the child was dressed like an astronaut. Really cutely dressed. All these like chunky, it was like it was patches and just stuff hanging, but it looked like a astronaut suit. But mind you, it should have been designed to turn into a nightmare, but somehow out of the dream, I gained some super speed. And mind you, even in the dream, I was thinking, you're running really fast. How are you running that fast? So there's a lot of stuff that is happening that I'm confused as to. And when I woke up, the first thing I woke up was, and I thought, was what was that dream trying to tell me? I wasn't like afraid. I wasn't like, and although I cracked the joke out of it, it was more about, okay, make sure that, next time or whenever something happens, keep firing. Keep firing until you know it's down. Like, don't fire, and then run because something happened that, and although everybody that I told the story to says, I understand why you ran, especially if your child was there, you would want to get your child out as fast as possible. But the fact that I ran resulted in my child being not here. So when I woke up, that's what I took from the dream. When you fire, be very much purposeful in the firing. You see what I'm saying? Don't run. Hey, Mike. So, because it ended up in a tragedy. Like, I couldn't, go anywhere near because the person was, like, it was loud and it was a lot. Mind you, my child is back there on the ground. And I can't do anything about it but run. Don't run. Oh, we call them the running man. Well, yeah, Miss Kelly, it was real, like I was going. And period, Aaron. Aaron be picking up what I be putting down. Yo, my girl don't play. Y'all, I don't know what y'all be talking about because it be people when they be like, there be differences, like white women and black women. Ain't nobody gonna tell me that Aaron in real life ain't black. Because she do not play. And serious. Like, she be getting me. She don't play no fucking game. So I'm sorry, y'all. Stuff for law. She don't play no games. And period. So, I love it, Aaron. I love you and thank you. She gets me. So, have you noticed this yet? Have you noticed the shift? What is it trying to show you? What is it trying to tell you? Because also in this process, there's blessings. Aaron, period. See what I'm saying? We be talking. Y'all don't even realize I ain't said a thing. But mind you, she heard what I said. And look, and she said what I was thinking. And period. Y'all, we be communicating. we like this. Aaron, I love you. Don't start none, won't be none, and period. Have y'all noticed? Have y'all noticed what's happening around y'all? Have you noticed that there's things that are shifting? Have you noticed the energy the energy slide, the back and forth. Because if you're spiritually, inclined and you can feel whatever's happening next, this is where, you know how all the fear mongering, everybody's, saying, oh, this, that, and the third. Meanwhile, a lot of us don't have a spirit of fear because we already have been told for what? For what? Just pay attention. Pay attention. Stay diligent. Yes, do the things that you need to do spiritually, mentally, physically. But then, excuse me, also I noticed something else, right? It keeps being a slot of energy where people will come into the energy and it's almost like they will try to claim it. They will try to claim the energy. They will try to do something that takes something from you. They're trying to take energy from you, right? Meanwhile, the next thing that happens is y'all, the next thing that happens is it gets overrided because it just got overrided, and it's the perfect thing. So I was watching this thing, and this is the best way to explain it. I was watching this thing, and a guy, he was doing a demonstration. This lady wanted to come up. She was kind of like, I guess you would call her like one of the evil ones, right? An energy vampire, because they want to steal energy. They want to be, it's attention seeking, right? So what they was doing was going around touching people because they was taking energy from the people, right? And so for everybody, please hit the like button if you're here, please and thank you. So for anybody and everybody that was not aware, that was not spiritually inclined and not aware, they were energy harvesting. So they would be touching people. They're walking up to people and just touching them, holding their hands and, trying to override their power, right? So this man happened to, be spiritually inclined. And when the lady walked up, he took her hands and he held them. And he said, I saw you. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to walk around and you're energy harvesting. He said, but now I have overrided whatever it was you were trying to do. And now the lady starts to try to pull her hands back. But meanwhile, while she was doing it to everybody else, but she met her match. So she ran across the person who was very much spiritually inclined and knew that they were energy harvesting. They were trying to steal. And a lot of y'all don't realize, like, what's for you will always be for you, right? But when people come in and they have intentions on taking from you, 9 times out of 10, it's probably something you don't even really realize that you possess or that you hold. Like, it's like a power or something that somebody will, that you'll eventually bring out of you anyway. But people like that see it and they're like, I want parts. Mind you, I know somebody that used to say they would always shake the hands of people who were more powerful or they thought they had more than them because they were stripping something from them. I have also told y'all about a person who could rub on me one way where I could tell that the energy was, kind of doing this thing back and forth, like we were exchanging energy in a good way. But I also told y'all that a person was rubbing on me and I would say to them, stop stealing, because certain things are meant to drain you, and some people can energetically focus on you, and all of a sudden now they're in your energy and you're doing certain things. But mind you, and the funny part about me is I tell everybody, I will be doing something, my body will enact it until I figure out who it is. Mind you, even when people cross energy with me, they don't realize. When I start realizing I'm doing something that I don't normally do, I start summoning your ass. Because regardless of whether or not you know it or not, I feel you because I have a pattern, like I told y'all this morning. And this is why I told y'all to develop a pattern spiritually, mentally, physically. You have to develop a pattern because you'll be off and not realizing why it's not even you. It's not even you. It's somebody else that has now crossed into your energy and now they're putting their shit, their problems on you. Anyway, when that starts to happen and you feel it, start summoning their ass. Whatever that is and whoever it is, I need you to the forefront. Like, come here right now. And somehow they always magically make their way to my face. It's a beautiful thing because I check them off and knock them off one by one. One by one. Because it's a violation. You can't energetically, spiritually trespass on me or anybody else. They're not authorized, so don't allow it to happen. Hey, new creature. They trying to take advantage of their power. I feel better now. The dark spiritual attack at low. Yeah, but still around. The Lord going to take them out. And period. And then they don't realize, like, even a lot of people right now, a lot of y'all may have, gotten sick, recently. It was for a reason. Because there's a wave of things that's actually about to happen or is happening right now that a lot of people are not paying attention to. People are, but the fact that you got sick and you recovered or you got better, you had that, whatever it was, and you recovered, it adds antibodies, like, into your system. So then that way, when the wave of whatever is happening happens, you won't be on the list of, But anyway, be mindful and be diligent because of the fact that if you notice it, you can counteract it. If you don't notice it and you don't counteract it, they're in control. So they will try to come in. They will try to override your energy, your power. They will try to me. Or they will try to be bigger than you. It's one of them things. If you could tell me what to do, you could tell me what to do. Some people understand that your power or your strength or your situation, you as a whole, as an entity, as a being, you may come in a very fragile like form, but your energy, your entity is bigger. It's true, you can counteract, but you got to be in control of your consciousness. Yes. You got to know what's yours and what's not. Because the minute I said this morning, what I said was, is that your energy? No, you're a morning person. And I got right up. But mind you, everything in the system was saying, you don't really feel like this. Yeah, I don't really feel like this because this is not my shit. This is stuff for lot. This belongs to someone who's not a morning person. That energy belongs to someone who don't like being up first thing in the morning. But you know what else I remembered? My favorite scripture. It's one of the ones where it is a virtuous woman. A virtuous woman rises early in the morning to do everything that they need to do to take care of their family, to take care of the house, to take care of herself spiritually, to do everything that you need to do. Like, I do more by 6 a.m. than most people do all day. Like, that has always been my thing. So how all of a sudden now I'm laying there and I'm like, my body is aching. But the minute I said, that's not your energy, guess what? Everything went away. It wasn't mine. And one of the things that I told y'all is y'all morning check-ins are important. Your morning affirmations are very much important. I will no longer apologize for things I cannot control. One of the biggest ones that I love, one of the ones that I said, but this is the book. I ended up doing affirmations. So y'all, I have books online. If y'all are interested at Amazon, you can or cannot, but they are there. That have actual affirmations in them. My energy, I put it into them. I am open to receive my highest good. I let go of all that is not in alignment with my purpose. I release all beliefs, relationships, and people that no longer serve my highest good. Like, I love that one. Because, please go on and get thank you. Hey, Christy. Morning affirmations. Set the tone for my I am intentional. Yes, I am intentional day. When I told y'all Friday I said, Friday is my favorite day of the week. And you know what? I'm going to have to add on Mondays because most people don't like Mondays because of everything that they did at the end of the week. But if we change our mindset, because at one point in time, I didn't like the rain. But now I'm starting to learn to like the rain because it's quiet, it's calm. And mind you, the thing that I put into it to make me like it the most, I make more money than I've ever made every time it rains. Every time. So I keep putting affirmations in there and things in there, and mind you, it works. Because even on Friday, when I said I'm just gonna come across some money that I didn't have before, it's just gonna be gifted, right? Mind y'all, right while I was sitting here in front of y'all, a girl called and asked about hair. Do y'all remember that? So I ended up going to look and finding whatever hair that I had. Mind you, I have locks now. I don't plan on putting any weave or anything else, like that. Mind you, all the hair that I used to have was good hair. So I put everything in a box, and guess what I did? I took and dropped it off to her, and I said, "You can have the whole box for this." Wasn't even money that I was planning on having or getting or anything else like that, because and I don't need it. Like literally, I'm trying to clear out a lot of stuff that I have because I don't need it. I don't need it. And on top of that, when you clear out stuff, old stuff, it allows new stuff in. So if I decided I want to start a different business or, something else or pertaining to that, start fresh. Get away from all the energy. So I'm getting rid of all the energy. Mind you, it turned out to be a blessing because she wanted the whole box of stuff for love. Okay, so I release all beliefs, relationships, and people that no longer serve my highest good. Have y'all noticed this yet? Have y'all noticed the shift? I love Mondays because we come back together after a long week. Amen, Aaron. Period. And so I'm going to start putting that into the thing, because one of the things I even thought of was, you already haven't been on. I mean, literally, I was on in the middle of the night ranting and raving, but at the end of the day, again, wasn't my energy. Maybe because I was very much irritated by everything that started to happen. Like, why is so much activity happening? It's 1:21 in the morning. There's so much activity happening. It didn't make any sense. Mind you, I started off with my child. Like, it's a lot happening. And then right behind that, after I got off with y'all, my phone started buzzing with stuff that it don't buzz for. Like, what is happening? So the people behind the system that I told y'all, 21 people said they do not want to, they quit because we do not want to go behind the system and dismantle and corrupt the systems that have already been in set. Did somebody not paying attention that somebody should be locked up? Because after those people quit for that exact reason, that man should be locked up. Why is he not locked up? Is that not like, against the law? Either way, spiritually, there's some stuff happening. So, Saturday, I decided to delete some of my social media, right? And the reason being was because I said, a lot of the ones that I had, because I had a whole bunch of businesses and things of that nature, that was the reason why, they were there. But I have decided that a lot of the energy that was on them, and then I had to make sure, because I got to make sure that it's my energy, because of the fact that people keep trying to send energy over here, and but also dismantling things that really serve me no purpose other than giving me an energy signature or something for people to go look at that basically don't exist anymore, although a lot of it still exists because I still have some of it. But there was energy that was put into it that was not mine. And so back to richer than I've ever been at this point in life, right? I get to do what I want. Like, I've always been able to do what I want, but there's always been a person around that was also like, do you, or, should I, or whatever. I don't have that right now, right? And I can have, Miss Kelly said, I feel the shift. I am present with it. Amen. That's a great affirmation, Miss Kelly, because we do need to be present, because present and aware means that we see what is happening. We see the shift. We feel the shift. We hear the shift, because something's different in the air also. So getting rid of some of the energy that was put on that. So as of now, when and if I decide, matter of fact, it's when I decide to reopen my boutique, it's going to be different. It's not going to be any of the stuff that I did before. Inshallah. Because what I would want to do now is maybe stuff that I'm into, hijabs, turtlenecks, things of that nature, because, or ways to, things that basically are more of a covering but still are stylish and look beautiful, okay? Which a lot of us, that are in this culture, around this culture, and I don't even know what culture that is, because as of now, I'm even questioning some of the things that are happening, because I don't know. God is allowing me to choose now, right? And although God allowing me to choose, I still choose the covering, because this was my protection, right? It keeps people from walking up to you and touching on your skin, because y'all don't realize that anything that lets them in is what they will choose to use, okay? Because that's how they either steal from you, or that's how spirits jump. So I keep my skin and everything covered. You watch who touch you. And I want a new line, like, of gloves and things of that nature, because I don't want to shake your hand with my bare skin. So I want to have some stylish little, gloves and things of that nature. So then that way, so whatever my boutique is or becomes, that's what I would like to, have. Anyway, so, and a lot of us have that. That's why I said, so, somebody listening, oh, let me jot that down, because she's doing that, I would like to do that. And what's for you will be for you, and what was for me will be for me, and you're not going to stop none of the money, because people will shop with me because they love me. People will shop with you because they love you, and I don't give a fuck. We can have the stuff for a lie. We can have the exact same stuff, and again, what's for me will always be for me. That's why I used to even teach people about trucking, and everybody would say, why are you telling people this, that, and the third? Because again, what's for me will always be for me. When I'm not supposed to be here, I won't be here. And mind you, people will say, oh, you should buy new. Mind you, I bought all of my trucks older, and guess what? They made me a lot of money. So there's that. All right. So anyway, have you noticed the shift? The other part is this. Whether or not you are able to act on any of the things that you have in your mind yet, right? Envision it. Write it down. Manifest it. Bring it closer to you. Because just because you don't have maybe the funds or whatever it is that you may necessarily need in order to, open your business or do what you need to do, doesn't necessarily mean that it's not coming. It does not necessarily mean that it's not on the way. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's not right there. It is the seed. So the seed that you put out into the universe, and also in order to make it bloom. So, and the reason why that is important is because my aunt showed me something today that was very important, even in life. Now look, so what she sent me, and then this is always, like, I love her because she always keeps me like real grounded. Seed started in a napkin. All right, so this is what she's been doing. She's in her house, she's taking cups, and because it was cold, she has now started the seeds that should go outside in the springtime. She started them in the house right now. And so this is what she's been doing, taking little containers, empty containers, food containers, things of that nature, and she's been planting seeds. Look at how they're growing already. So a lot of times when, and mind you, this is preparation. She's already getting prepared for, whatever is to come. If they say, okay, we got a food shortage, eat what you grow. And a lot of people will say, I can't, there's a whole lot going on out there too, planetary and energetically. Yes, Aaron. So like she said, the alignments, new moons, the eclipses, everything that's happening, but it's all designed to be this way. And I told y'all the other day, it all plays an effect on how we feel, how we act, because certain shifts will make everybody, seem like they just being crazy. Mind you, organized chaos. Remember I told you, organized chaos is an important thing. If y'all are spiritually inclined, and have you noticed this yet, when everything around you seems to be going crazy or is chaotic, you can manifest. You can still manifest. People will say, oh, it's like being able to focus. I'm not focused because right now it's everything's going crazy, like period. Everything energetically, planetarily, but mind you, everything's on the 3D is going crazy. And so a lot of people will wake up and they'll say, all I do is watch the news. Why? Because they want to stay informed, right? Which is fine. If in fact you can control that. See, like to me, my aunt is one of the people that can control that because my aunt watches the news 24/7. But meanwhile, she's also still cultivating. She's doing the things, excuse me, that needs to be done in order to sustain through whatever it is that she's seeing. But a lot of people will see that and they will get online and they will fearmonger and now start to put that energy out into the universe. Meanwhile, she said, I'm just going to stay in my house and do what I need to do. Certain people don't have that strength. My aunt is older, so maybe, but my aunt, from what I know and understand, and she may be spiritual. We have a lot of conversations, but I ain't never heard her say like, one way or the other, never about, the Bible or anything else or any of that. My aunt talks to me in real life version. Like when stuff was happening, and when I say, one of them people who I don't care about, and it's not that I don't care, it's just that if a person talks to me and a person tells me, because under certain cultures and things, men can have multiple wives, this, that, and the third. And mind you, this had nothing to do with this culture or anything at the time when she was telling me this. This lady told me one woman don't do nothing but take the pressure off another one. Sometimes you don't want to do that. So this is how she talks. Mind you, my family is very much open. Like if I felt like calling my dad right now, I can get on the phone with my dad and talk to my dad about sex. And a lot of people, mind you, I'm 49. So at this point, my brother, I can get on the phone with my brother. We could talk about sex. And a lot of people might not have that with certain family members or things of that nature, but I will talk to my kids about sex. They don't want to, but eventually, they'll be welcoming and thankful that they can. Certain ones of them do though. But like the youngest one, like it's mom, I don't want to talk to you about that. And I get it, because but call your uncle or call your grandpa, because literally they will talk to him about that. It's great to be open, especially when in a world of so much stuff being hidden and so much knowledge being corrupted. It's good to have friends and people that you can talk to about whatever. And certain things I might not choose to say to my dad about spiritual things or things of that nature. But also in the process, my dad grew up in a Christian household where my grandmother wanted all the men to be pastors and things of that nature. My dad was one of the ones that was, no way, Jose, you're going to have to get somebody else to do it. But the majority of my other uncles are all pastors. My dad was like, no ma'am, no ham. Mind you, the culture that my grandmom comes from, the lady could say some shit and make some stuff for law. The lady could say some stuff and make something shake. Like when she went to Jesus, when she went to God, it was her direct connection. Because the Christian people believe Jesus is God. But when she got there, whoever she was talking to was going to make it happen for her, okay? And period. She said what she said, and then stuff started making moves. That's how much this woman, did the right thing. Which I loved her for that, because she showed me all the right things. And again, a virtuous woman. My grandfather, on the other hand, mind you, would go to church with her. He be out in the parking lot, honey, doing what he doing. Period. And she didn't care. He just went. He went, but he wasn't going in there. I don't know if I can even recall it. And he may have, but for the majority of times, he was outside drinking his bottle. And he did not, this man was in the military. This man worked every day. This man, and my grandmother made sure that he didn't have to get up for no food. Meals was cooked, all of them. So I was shown stuff like this. Yes, crazy dreams and close people now acting weird. Tammy, it's about to get more. It's about to get more. That's all I can tell you. But for us, It is paying attention, just observing, and maybe not even having to say anything. Just observe the situation. See how they act, see how they respond, see how, but make moves if necessary. Like, I got to get away from you because and also this is the time where you have to realize, like, a lot of people will be told on. Okay, like spiritually, a lot of people will be told on. A lot of people that should not be around you mentally, spiritually, physically, alignmently, will not be allowed to be around you, because again, there has been a shift and an elevation. Like, things are being updated, and it made me think, like, okay, well, Dorothy, we're not in Kansas anymore, we're definitely not on the same timeline, but how was that happening? Okay, well, then there was portals, right? Which I have to find out from somebody. I am committed to creating the best me I can be. um I am becoming the woman I was destined to be. um does anybody know what it's called when, okay, so what I was seeing was the dude. Do y'all remember the dude that was opening the portals? Sometimes people are fighting behind the scenes for you while we have no idea, and I'm thankful and reminded, even when I'm alone, I'm truly not alone. Amen, Aaron. That is a fact. That is a fact. That is like the truest statement ever said, like, for real. Because we do not understand, like, we be thinking that things are not going to work out, and meanwhile, stuff just starts moving because there's other people that are advocating for us. And also the other part is people that have advocated before that came before us, that have been advocating for us. Like when I said about your ancestors and things of that nature, we do not realize the amount of communication with the universe that they have already put out there to make sure that we were always going to be good, to make sure that things like this will never ever happen again, to make sure we don't have to deal with certain energies. So there's a thing, okay, and I got two things on my mind. The first thing is advocating, because Aaron is right, advocating, but it was talking about how there is a divide. There will be a great divide. There will be a split, right? Whereas there's people who will come into this nation and people who will come against this nation, but they don't want to hurt the people. The people that are creating the havoc and the issue, they don't represent us. They don't represent us. So how do they determine who, it was made really clear to me and I needed that. Amen. How do they determine, and who rises up to say we are not them? Because we are not them. We are our ancestors. We are our ancestors because we come from that. We come from the building. We come from the strength. We come from, but we are not, we shall not, that's the word. We shall not be controlled in the way that you try to, like, we not going to do that. So we are our ancestors, and we have a voice, and we going to use it. And the voice says, get them. Like, yeah, we not stopping. And I don't know if anybody has paid attention to, like, the climate of what is even happening even here. Like, a lot of Americans are welcoming, okay, if you're going to cut us off, do it. Do it. Because people need to see what it is, that how this works, right? Mind you, we used to some struggle. Some of us are used to some struggle. Mind you, it won't even be a struggle. It's getting back to the old ways because we grew up during those times, right? And again, the great divide. Because on one hand, y'all, this lady had a great point. Let me let y'all listen to her. And it's a little bit long, but I swear it made sense, okay? And again, this ain't the radical version, but this is important to know because it keeps being a thing where, and mind you, I love the fact that for every white person, Chinese person,